Hello and welcome to ALCA's Aging Life Care Moment. We are talking with members to hear how they got started in their aging life care practice, but also diversity issues within ALCA and the care management industry. Today we are talking with Victor Alcala, owner of Alcala Care Management Services. Victor, welcome, and tell us, how did you get started and how long you've been practicing care management?
Yeah, thanks so much for having me, Courtney. It's very exciting to be here. I actually got started as a family caregiver. I took care of my grandfather when he had a stroke, and begged and pleaded actually for me to come and take care of him. And honestly, I didn't think I was ready. I didn't think I had the experience to do it, but he needed me, so I stepped in to be able to help him and my grandmother. And then from there, I ended up discovering social work and gerontology, and went on to get my degree, my two master's degrees there from the University of Southern California. And found home care, worked for a couple of different home care agencies for about 10 years. And a friend of mine who was actually a Aging Life Care Association member said, "Hey, why don't you join us? This field is growing, and we need some really good people." And I've been a member of Aging Life Care now since I believe 2013.
That's great. So in 2013, you joined the association, and we hear that story so often, that members join because they hear from another member. So what, other than this other member inviting you to join, what were your reasons for joining, and what have you found your experience in ALCA has been thus far?
My experience honestly has been incredible. It's been way better than I expected. Joining the organization was a no-brainer once I decided to become a care manager. Just seeing all the amount of support the organization gives, really being able to bring us together and allow us to be able to share resources and commiserate with each other. Being a sole practitioner like I have for many years, it can get lonely in the field. So really having an organization to be able to talk to some other members and get their perspective on some of the more common issues, and as well as uncommon issues, it's really just helpful knowing that what we're going through is real. It's tough, and just really being able to reach out to other members who have many of whom have become friends over the years. I'm just so grateful to have this opportunity to be able to partake in the membership.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we hear that so many times, that members, join because of other members who bring them into the fold. And then once you've joined, you see that there's this huge network of support, like yourself, a sole practitioner, and just, the support and the resources that you can get from other members. You're out west, and the Western region is a vast region of one of our chapters. I'd love to hear your thoughts on, in terms of the diversity of membership, and what you've seen, and or things that we could do to help expand diversity within ALCA and the care management industry.
We honestly, I'm thrilled that Aging Life Care Association is taken on this challenge of really trying to increase diversity. We had a webinar a couple of months ago on diversity, and essentially the big reason is why should we? And I think a big part of that is it's the right thing to do, but there's also a tremendous amount of business opportunities as well. We're reaching such a small segment of the market, and really diversifying our ranks really gives us the ability to reach out to so many more families that really are struggling and really need our help. So I've been just really impressed with the association's willingness to be able to take on this challenge as well. And we end up affecting people in a lot of different ways. Not only through our clients and referral sources, out in the community, different people we end up interacting with within the healthcare system and mental health care system. And every single one of those really presents us an opportunity to be able to become more diverse. I really like how the association has defined that diversity. It's not just race and ethnicity, but gender as well. It's really a need for diversity in terms of the backgrounds of people that are joining us. For the longest time, we've heard it's nurses and social workers, and I fit into that fold because I am a social worker. But there's so many other disciplines that finding the right people in these other disciplines would provide us a tremendous opportunity to be able to do a better job at the type of work that we do. Physical therapists, occupational therapists, people in finance, really understanding those roles. I've seen health insurance salespeople that would probably fit in very well with this field. They really have the heart and the knowledge to be able to do it. So a big part of it is really reaching out to those people that we don't really think of as, oh, they're the typical member, but really just reaching out to them and presenting them with that opportunity. Hey, there's this great organization that I work with. It's really helpful to be a part of. I think you'd have a lot to contribute, and just that message to people, I think would really go a long way and help reach a more diverse care management workforce here.
Yeah, you're so right, and thank you so much for touching upon so many of those other areas where, as we look at expanding membership, so many other places and pockets that people might be able and be willing and qualified to become a member. That's one of our distinctions is, we have high qualifications for membership, but you really touched upon, that 8 knowledge area that we like to say our members are experts in, and bringing others who have expertise in other areas just helps complete that picture, as you just talked about. So thank you. So, well, and thank you so much for your time this morning. I really appreciate it. And what you offered in terms of diversity and your journey here, I think is great for other people to hear and see how they too can become a member or start a career in this practice. So thank you again.
No, thanks so much for having me, Courtney. It's been an honor.